Good morning, Off the Gridders. Brian here with another episode of Off the Grid, daily motivational and technical training for off the grid living. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about how to build your own sauna at your off the grid dwelling. Saunas sound like a luxury item, and they are. Most luxury resorts have saunas, right? Many luxury homes have saunas. But did you know that many off the gridders also have saunas at their off the grid dwellings? It's true. And did you know that many of the off-the-gridders built the saunas on their own for less than $100? It's true. How can this be? Well, let me explain. A sauna is pretty simple, right? It's a small room that retains heat, right? It can retain some moisture, but it doesn't have to retain a bunch of moisture because saunas are usually dry, right? We're not talking about a steam room. You know, there's some moisture when a little bit of water is added to the rocks, right, to increase the humidity in there, but it doesn't have to be, airtight, watertight, right? And it shouldn't be, actually. It should be breathable. So basically, you can build a sauna by building a small room, or you could find like a small room. We know some off-the-gridders who found two small outhouses and pieced them together. The outhouses were 7 feet tall, 3 by 3 on the floor, and they pieced these two together and made themselves a little sauna. They got the outhouses for free, right? They were wrecks. They had to be rebuilt a little bit, right? They found a tin tray in an old sugar shack, and they used that tin tray to hold their stove. They had a novice or a journeyman level welder build a stove for them, right? They had metal, and they had a basic stove design, and they had one built with their own metal. They got very inexpensive piping, and they piped, the stove. They put bricks around the stove to protect the rest of the structure. They put bricks actually inside the sugar tray, right? They had this sugar tray that they got for free. It was like a metal tray with walls. So they were able to build a heat enclosure for the stove. The ash from the stove filtered down to the bottom underneath the stove so that it could be easily cleaned. They could just pull it out with a tray once in a while. The stove worked great, right? It heated the place up in almost zero time. When building the sauna, the builder made sure to countersink all the screws and nails so no hot metal would be exposed to people using the sauna. Put some benches in it, put sort of a retaining sort of bracket on the stove and the fixture around the stove with bricks, right, to keep it from moving around or ever causing any damage. And then put some rocks on top of the stove, some basic rocks, river rocks that heat up with the stove. And then they could put water on top of the hot river rocks on top of the stove to add a little bit of humidity to the sauna. And that's it. So this sauna that I described to you was built for less than $100, right? In modern day dollars. It was actually built for a lot less than that. It was described to us by an off-the-gridder who built it decades ago. But in modern day dollars, it would be less than $100. It was substantially less than that decades ago when it was built. Now, a lot of people do different renditions of this same basic design. You can find designs for homemade saunas on the internet, or you can just dream up your own design. We recommend trying to repurpose materials, possibly even repurposing an outhouse or a small dwelling into your sauna. Have fun with this, and here's a luxury item you can build yourself on your off-the-grid dwelling. And we just think it's wonderful and a great way to enhance your off-the-grid living. Thanks for joining us at Off the Grid this morning. We hope you go out and kick some butt today on your lot, develop your lot, or increase your knowledge about off-the-grid living. Come back and visit us often at Off the Grid. Once again, this is Brian with Online Land Sales. Have a great day.